For years, alchemy needed support, and then it got some support, and that support happened to be too much. And then they got a bunch of nerfs, and now they got a little bit more support. Overall, I don't think that alchemy is as good as it was prior to the last batch of nerfs, but it's certainly worth looking at. And I just played it today just because I wanted to try a couple of the changes that we had in this patch, being Elfin Onion Soup now at a 4 provision, along with Dimeridium Shackles, which is now 4 provisions. However, you have to take into consideration here, we lost 1 provision on Mushy Truffle, we lost 1 on Ale, we lost 2 on the Crow Clans, because these used to be 4. Not only that, but they used to be thinnable with Portal, so it hurts. Mind you, Avalak did get a buff from 9 to 8 a little while ago, so that does help as well, but Crow Mother did get nerfed from 5 to 4, so overall it's kind of the same, but not exactly as good as it was. But it plays a little bit different, so we'll talk about it. We have Battle Trance Leader, spawn and play a Mardrome, which is essentially 6 boost plus the 1 heal. I don't have any armor, so we can't really take it off anything else. It is a alchemy card, so we do get that 1 heal off the leader passive, along with getting a little bit of extra synergy from things like the Crow Clan Preachers. Whenever we play an alchemy card, boost self by 1. If they're bonded, meaning if we have 2 or more of them on the playing field, they're going to be getting 2 boost each instead. I wanted to lean a little bit more into that. I figured we're already kind of memeing out a little bit with the Elfin Onion Soup. Might as well throw a Sarah in there. Whenever you play a special card, boost a random allied unit by 2. We do go wide on crows. You could sort of justify it here. So she recently got buffed from 4 to 5 power, so I figured let's throw her in and see how it goes. And it doesn't feel bad. What you could do instead, if you don't like her, is you can maybe take this for consistency, throw away Crow Mother, and bring her back off in alchemy. You could play another lock if you feel like you need a bit more. You could play Gremist if you want to just take out Peller and put something else instead, like a squirrel. I'm all for these ideas. Honestly, there's so many different things, but I'm kind of in my era of just trying new stuff, you know, a little bit less conventional stuff, and I'll try hard or sweat it out a little bit more later when we get to pro rank and we're actually trying to go for it. So for now, Sarah's here, but she's a flex. And one of our rounds, probably around 3, after we have a round under our belt, we could do pretty well with just thinning out crows, maybe playing a Sarah round, maybe taking Ale in an early round, but ideally we want to save Get in the Shadow for later. This scenario progresses whenever we play a Druid, so on the prologue, meaning when we play this card, we're going to be getting a Crow Clan Preacher, again to add to that whole strategy. Chapter 1, spawn and play Crow's Eye Rhizome, which is going to give us 3 crows if we have a Druid, which we will, and then to complete the scenario, we get another alchemy card, and we'll have a couple of these out there surely and get a ton of points from it. So that's sort of the idea. I'm spawning a lot of crows. There's only so much space on the board, so what do we do with all those crows? Well, I have a couple ideas. So Axel, if we play him on range, transforms adjacent crows into messengers, and then we can funnel these back from the grave later round, so we can go 16-point swing plus Crow Mother coming back from the resurrection off the Freya's Blessing because alchemy, so it's a 20-point slam at the end of the game, which is very good. We can also go and take the crows and get rid of them with Crow Clan Druid, right? Zeal Order, banish an allied crow, then play a 4 provision alchemy from our graveyard and give it doomed. We have the Mardrome from the scenario and from the leader. We have a Crow's Eye Rhizome just in case we have 2 of these in hand, or we just need a bit more crows if they're killing them off and it's awkward. Or if we need to set up, let's say, Elfin Onion Soup, we're good by that. We have sort of a pseudo purify, getting rid of a lock. We have a lock of our own if we have to do that. So we have plenty of different options that we can do there. Also, it's 4 provision alchemy, so it doesn't limit itself. So technically, yes, we could do double Elfin Onion Soup, which is pretty fun. So more memes, you might as well do it if you want, if the scenario suggests that you get a good payoff from it. So that's sort of the idea with that. Oddcole, I think I'm probably going to swap him out in my more serious version that I put together at some point, because what I've been finding is in the current state of the deck, we're not getting out both of the Freya's Blessings. So a couple workarounds for that would be to keep him and try to just take out Sarah and maybe try to fit Gremist and then downgrade something else so that we have more consistency. Or taking out Truffle or Ale and trying to put Oneiro and then, you know, figuring stuff out that way. I haven't really figured it out fully yet, but we need to be able to get these in the grave quicker so that we can go take this back. And I think it would be a little bit easier if we had like the discard package instead or something, just so we could throw things away. But normally I'm playing one of these off Otkel, which is not half bad because Otkel's still going to be at like 2 power if we play one of these, and he still makes for a good elf and onion soup target, so it's not really that bad. We take one off Crow Clan, or Crow Mother, we take one off Otkel, or we take one off Crow Mother, we take one off Avalak, and we seem to do just decent in that way for the elf and onion soup, so there's that. I have Mushy Truffle again just to get another one of the Crow Clan Preachers. I feel like it's worth having there. We have the Order being a Golden Froth, which is a 4 provision alchemy card as well, and plays into the infusion of Ale of Ancestors, so this will actually work whether we have a Mahakam Ale or a Golden Froth. So I have the 1 here, and then I have 2 here, so it sets things up pretty well. And what I like to do is stack infusions on one specific card, so if I have 5 infusions at the end of a round on one card, when we take a ale, we're going to be getting an extra like 10 boost on that, so you can imagine how quickly we can just slam ahead of the opponent, even with just 1 tall unit on the board. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, Crow Clans are going to help us thin early, and then they're going to be I keep saying Crow Clan, but Crow Messenger is going to help us thin early and get a little bit of carryover later. And Peller instead of Gremist, because I wanted to play Sarah. So I would take this out and take this out, maybe put Squirrel and put Gremist as another possibility, but I don't like purifying the infusion, which is the only reason why I figured, why don't we just do it this way instead? So that's pretty much it. I have 4 games with live commentary for reference. They're consecutive games. I included the good and the bad, including my first loss of the season, so just take it for what it's worth. If you want to do a quick mock-up trial here of what I would probably do if I'm not into a few things here, it would probably look like... It's going to take me a year, maybe a bit more control. I would probably go in for 7 at Gremist, just so we have that thinning. I'd probably do one of these, honestly. So this comes out. See, it's not that easy, man. I'm just going to leave it for now. Anyways, have a good one. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Alright, first up here we have Arachas Swarm. So I'm leaning towards Tatterwing or just like Hive Mind, which I strongly dislike, man. But we'll see. At least I have locks and all that. I think I'm going to put away Peller for now. The objective would be to play Freya's, but I actually kind of want to leave Freya's out of the game for a bit. Wouldn't hurt to have a Purify that's not Peller, just to get extra value. Having a lock is good, having Decree is good. Honestly, the hand's not terrible. I feel like it's going to be Crow Clan generally, and I'm likely going to take Mask. I'm going to keep Shackles and put Ale away. I was considering putting away Crow Mother. I suppose I could. We lose 4 points, but it does come back. Yeah, so it's looking Tatterwing, which is fine. think we're just taking truffle. What I'll do here is play Sarah, and then I can just click the truffle play. Potentially. So they kill one. 50% chance, well, 33 they get the other one, and they do. Because I know they're probably going to push, it makes sense for me to have Ale come out.
You will see it in your dream.
Eyes are my eyes.
We're not going to use this now, so I don't have to worry too much about it. I'll probably just go tall on this and then take this if I need to.
Moment. Must record. Get this down.
Scholar's not bad. 6 for 4 in a Tatterwing deck. Reasonable. I have a decent amount of cards that I should probably play Sarah.
You wanted to go?
Empirically, that is how it must be tested.
If I'm going for a unit, I'm probably going for a druid. But then I have nothing in the grave. I think it's just going to be this then. That's kind of clean. That's actually very clean. So right away I have an extra one, which I like. They're thinned out, so we have targets to bring back. I can go for the Purify, and then we can just go from there. Would have been nice if I could play this on melee. I'm going to have to take a lock here, just so I can get the extra points and kind of stall a little bit. I don't think it matters too much in this matchup. It still plays for 5 points. So we actually get round win with both of these out here, so I'm going to push very hard, by the way. Why would you not? So, I think Peller goes. I think Shackles goes for now. And I have enough for the 2 of these, which is really good. And then this will be awkward for when we replay them, but if one dies, I'll be alright.
Man is an arrogant creature.
All day, baby.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
Let's do the transform thing, I think. Just so we have more for later. Play them on the ranged. Yeah. So the deck works. Okay, it looks like we have a direct counter. Skellige Onslaught and they're on red coin, okay. So it would be nice to transform crows in round 1. And then I can take the elf and create, potentially. However, it would be nice as well to kill off golds. Maybe we're throwing away one card, we bring one card back. I don't think I need to purify, but it should be alright. Probably just going to start. It's hard to say. We don't need to do this opener just yet. I would sooner waste removal. So let's get this out of the way from them. Scenario just dumping it on me here, eh? That's fine, I suppose. We don't have to commit that much. So chapter 2 is a purify and heal. There's no sense in locking it. At least right now. I think we're actually just taking Rhizome. It's going to have to be the ale that goes, likely. If I can play to 7 and get out, I think we're comfortable with that, honestly. The scenario in long round 3, I think, would have been their shortcut to beating us. It's a really good transform.
My blood boils and churns.
Assuming they play a pirate here, they do get ahead. They don't. Okay, then we just leave. I actually set up Graveyard and Carryover. So I have an answer to crack, which is good. I don't have to worry as much about the Peller, because they played Scenario, plus they played one of the Corsair. But Peller would be good for purifying the Crow. Avalak is going to pull probably Ale. I could just take Freya's into this too. I think that's actually much better. The problem is if I take Avalak here, they'll kill what I make. We have to get the most value from them, though.
You will see it in your dream.
I think we're still using. If I take Freya's now, then I can purify on 7.
We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone.
And we can focus on the thin. Yeah, so we'll take it anyways.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
So now we have the big 4 carryover plus a long round with Ale, and we got the thin out of the way, so now we just have to figure out how to get these two. Which I have a strong feeling I'm not going to get either, but we'll see. Holy, this is going to be bad, eh? I mean, Crow Mother's a thing. Maybe we can get rid of one of these. So you're telling me we just missed 2 artifacts? Sure. We'll start it off like that. The issue, too, for me is that they were literally at the bottom of the deck. We funneled through everything else. It was just like the bottom 3 cards were the ones that we needed.
Blood spelling's done.
Why? There's actually an argument to play this and then just crank Leader because it would heal it 1. So I can greed this, you know what I mean?
Who nicked my mushrooms again?
So Lock's not doing a whole lot for me anymore. Maybe it's time to just bring out the crows. I think so. This protects us from the crack play.
Narrowheads.
And then we get an extra one of these. I don't know why that's what you'd kill. It does come back.
Golden Yew, narrow stem, chanterelle, or false chanterelle.
I'm starting to think that I should go wider here. This is infused twice, though. They don't have a ton of armor either. Let's just do one of those, honestly, because these will keep healing themselves. They're going to kill this, which will make it come back. It's not all bad.
They're sailing in the cliffs just to rail me now.
I guess we're going Rune Mage, and then we have to find alchemy. It does heal itself. Which is really cool, because then if they hit this one, you know, I just need 2 of the same border color, so I'm probably going to take Elf Onion off of this. So they're sharking it, okay.
I'll snap your neck and press it.
I guess we're playing this whole thing now.
But she brooks no insult.
It's gonna have to be bronze. I've got the 1 and the 2 here. Clash at... Sure. So if I destroy these 2, I can bring them back and do it that way instead, which is 8 back. And then we get the healing value. One, 2, it's not really worth it. I could take this at 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. I guess offensive is always better. I'm stressing out because I have to be able to kill a crow. Okay, I don't know if they know how Crow Mother works. So we're gonna save this one for last then and just do a Shackles thing now. Surely if she's a Crow Mother, she should also count as a Crow low-key. But just saying, she's kind of like part of the family and all that, so. So we'll do it this way now.
Bow before modern Freya. We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone.
Pretty sure we got it. It gets infused 5 times. Maybe they have Morkvarg. That defender carried the round very hard. Yeah, there it is. This tells me last card's probably Heatwave. it's not.
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in
That was good infusions, though. It just sucks we missed those 2 gold cards. Alright, we have Carapace coming up here next. This is good. So I can lean into Avalak Ale and maybe push with throwing one of these back and getting it back, taking the Thin here, and flipping the Crows. All while having... Honestly, the hand is perfect. Since I can't bond these right away, I mean I could. It's a lot of steps to get 1, 2, and 3 on the board. But I think we're better off cycling out the bronze ones first. Because I can wait on Sarah to see if I actually need to spend her. It's a V-deck. You just cuz, I guess? V and Carapace. Why? Wait, why would you even want to clone this thing? It's hard enough to get 1 tall, you know? I don't even think I care. See, I like how it just chills there. So now they have the OG. But if they're going to float it, I just purify around a defender and then consume it. Or not consume it, but lock it before they can consume it. Because they're going to have to... I mean, Slizzard's a thing too. Yeah. Good call. Because I was going to lock it again, right? 32-9. And we went first. I think I'm just going to go for the flip. Sure. Let's go ahead and take this now, just in case. Throw away one of the purifies. I call it purify, but you know what I mean. Do I want a long round 3? I think I could do better than them in a long round 3. $48. Yeah, realistically, I just pass on that. They've wasted 2 leader charges and haven't consumed V once. The only thing I can think of is that they're playing Sabbath. And then they want to bring back, but it doesn't even work that way. Okay, this has to go. I feel like we keep this here. We probably get rid of that. So it's likely going to be a crow play. And then we have to use this. So now I just have to pull this and just hopefully like as much as possible. Yeah. Let's put this back for now, put this back for now. Crow Mother, so we have Crow Mother. I'm pulling this into this and I'm missing Rune Mage. And I've got to do... It's all the same. I guess I just play this first. Also, we missed the second blessing. It's really bad. This deck does have a lot of high roll stuff. There's a lot of moving pieces with this and then this, but it keeps it interesting for me, so... I think we're still playing Oddcall and ranged row, though, to be honest with you. Okay. I'm not really afraid of this deck, if I'm being completely honest.
Appearances can be deceiving.
We have to infuse this because I plan on killing the Avalak. What else I'm going to do too is play the Sarah first so that we can get her down, and then we'll go in and play this to proc so that we get the Rhizome, so that we get the extra 2 boost off her, and just pray that she doesn't actually boost Avalak. If she does, I'm still going to kill him, but...
Be gone. Be gone.
I wonder if I should just shut this down first. I feel kind of bad if I didn't. Of course.
You want to tickle me?
I'm playing in for a potential ale off of this. Yeah, V's not big enough for round 3, honestly.
Reach, beyond the see the mirrors.
Look at that. Things are happening now. Just a random Rotfiend? I don't know. This is ranked, by the way. I want to boost this, keep it safe. Alright, let's do exactly what you guys want to see here. Ready? Sheesh. I think I gotta keep him safe. Just in case they proc this and they get like a big removal. You know what I mean? We'll just drain down the 20. I think it's good enough. Or we won't. So far, though, I'm convinced that's actually kind of worth it. Otherwise, I would never play that card. I don't want to do this now. I think we're just going to do this now. I just go for the crows, right? No, I go for her.
Bow before modern prayer.
Man is an arrogant creature.
Because then we go for the single. Then we play this. It heals a couple times. We get the crows out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, if I would have been able to play this earlier, we would have had a lot cooler of a combo, but it's fine. Let's get some heal value at least off that. We'll get 2 off of it. This comes out at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't tell me I'm actually out of space. That's fine. That's the problem when you get into all these crows, too. It goes to 50. Okay. Yeah. I think we're still doing fine here.
One for potions, one for soup. One for potions,
What I should have maybe done, actually, is I didn't realize it wasn't deploy at first. I could have floated and then killed this one, then played that last say. Whatever. It's fine. Elf Onion might be just more fun. Should I just do it for the clout? Berserk 7. It's on order, so we don't get it. This plays for 7. I mean, it's all bad. I'm pretty confident we win, just so I wanted to kind of mess around a little bit, but otherwise I would have just taken the ale because I've had like 5 infusions. So maybe it's good that we didn't do it that way. Okay, we have mobilization coming up here next. Something tells me Golden Necker with Muta. I should probably keep the lock. Let's put this back. So we can get ale early and ramp off that. We get this early with the flip, so we can go for a 2-0. Unfortunately, this is not good for round 1, and we might need to push.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Okay, let's ramp this quick. Get the most turns possible. Yeah, there's the Muta. Which is okay, because if I bleed out everything, we're doing okay. It'd be nice to get her down early.
You wanted to go, eh?
What I'm thinking is potentially just locking the reinforced ballista and getting the +2 here so that we can keep him safe. Actually, we have to lock the... Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's more incentive now to try. At least it slows them down a bit. Not really. Let's do the magic stuff here first. Okay, I think I actually have to go and... Well, it's a good transform though, regardless. I don't want to miss the chance. The fact that they're playing both onagers and both ballistas is very good for me. This is a lot of like endgame stuff that we're getting out of the way. I think I'm still just gonna go here. Keeps me ahead. Keep in mind the carryover they're going to get is a lot. These don't count, but they've played 5 cards. So I guess these are 6s, though. These are the 5s. So they've played 3 5s, 2 6s. That sucks. Guess just do it for the points. I'm pretty sure I can test a bit. Heal an ally by 2 and then spawn. Or I just kill this. Which long term seems more effective. $17.27. It's a banish an allied crow. We don't really want to do that, but I think we're still playing this.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
I just don't need to click it.
This will make for a fine poison.
That's good enough for me. Surprised you can't. Beast, okay. It is a crow, though, which is kind of dumb. But they're talking about specifically the crows. I feel like they should give you that choice. Well, if I have no units to play... I think this has to go for now. I can't proc scenario. But what I can do is we could play it on crows just to put some pressure on, right? Because it's like 20 points. Also, Heatwave means no golden necker. feel like you're gonna have to rip that leader. Let's pass on that though.
My great-granddaughter will do great things.
Is that even enough? This deck looks like it would be very dangerous if they hit a couple tall units and defended card there, but now they don't. Yeah, okay. What would you want to use Pathfinder for when you have all these humans? Do they not have a... like, they must have a beast as well? They do have a beast. Well, that's not very good.
So many of them, I'd have to aim to miss.
Don't tell me you've got a rip leader now, too. Oh, you got that. Okay, that's kind of sad, but... gets you ahead by 1. Keep in mind, though, they still do have leader. I have to pull into Freya's Blessing. I think one of the ales has to go. That's actually good. We'll just pull this one. So it gets a +1, this gets a +2.
An officer and a gentleman.
One who is blind can yet see.
Hopefully they can't kill it.
They charge him. Ah, swore I'll stop him.
I'm hoping you don't rip leader. If they rip leader, that's probably the right thing to do, and they do, surely, so... this is losable for sure now. I wonder if I just save the crow play for the end. It's 20 points at the finish line, you know?
Man is an arrogant creature. How hear no feathers whisper.
4, 8, 12. She plays fur.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot.
There's no way I can do this, can I? Unless I take shackles. I've already replayed. No, I have one. I think that's actually what we're supposed to do.
Golden yew, narrow stem, chanterelle, or false chanterelle.
So I'll take him. Yeah, that could have got ugly quick, actually. There's a huge shackles, like, massive. We're gonna play him on ranged, bring out the crows, and then we'll take this after.
Modern Freyr is patient.
And just hope they don't play around Alfanian. Yeah, okay, they do. It's fine. I'll take out bronzes. I guess I'm taking 8. We should win the game, no worries, but...
Give us all you got.
You see? It's fine. But yeah, I'm breaking this whole Freyas thing quite often.